You grow up believing that hospitals are a safe place. They are there to help, and they will always put the health and safety of the patients first. What's that old saying in medicine? First, do no harm.
When we were told we would be having our baby at Winnie Palmer Hospital, one of the busiest and most prominent hospitals in the country, we couldn't be happier. They said it was the safest place to bring a child into the world. They were dead wrong.
Orlando Health is a $7 billion empire, hiding behind the label of nonprofit. Its CEO took home over $6.5 million in salary and bonuses last year. That's over 10 times the average of any other nonprofit hospital CEO in America. In the past years, their revenues and profits have doubled, making it one of the most profitable nonprofits in the country. Winnie Palmer Hospital, part of the Orlando Health System, is a baby factory. 1 in every 200 babies in the U.S. is born there. But behind the smiling nurses is a system overstretched, understaffed, and driven by profit, not patients.
We're wildly understaffed. We don't have nearly enough resources, and I feel like management only cares about their big paychecks. It's like the bigger this hospital gets, the less safe it's becoming for the patients here. And it's terrifying. Mistakes are happening every day, and we are helpless to change anything. This is not why I got into nursing at all.
And even the general public is asked to contribute to these massive executive bonuses. Companies like Walmart, Ace Hardware, Wawa, and 7-Eleven shame their customers with every transaction to donate through the Children's Miracle Network to Arnold and Winnie Palmer hospitals benefiting the Orlando Health System. These minimum wage workers are making these roundup donations completely unaware that their hard-earned money is feeding the machine that pays their executives millions in bonuses.
This project is being funded entirely with philanthropy. What a generous community we have, and I thank you for that. But we're not through yet.
We trusted them. Mattie was born at Winnie Palmer Hospital, and for 62 days, we thought she was healthy, but she wasn't.
A substitute doctor saw her during a routine 2-month checkup and knew something was wrong. They told us she needs emergency surgery tomorrow. Mattie had a rare progressive disease called biliary atresia.
We were angry. We demanded a second opinion, but they said there was no time. She wouldn't make it if we didn't let them do the surgery that next day with one of the surgeons who may not have had enough experience doing this procedure to ensure the best possible outcome.
That's because this kind of surgery has to be done within the first 30 days of life. But now, the damage had already been done.
What they didn't know was that Orlando Health had her diagnosis on day 4 of her life. They just never told them. Busy and disorganized, the hospital forgot to put it in their computer. So when it came to a desperate attempt at surgery, instead of sending the Beechams to a competing hospital right up the street with expertise in Mattie's condition, they used their surgeon, without enough experience, to perform a 6-hour complex procedure on their 5-pound baby girl.
The surgery, it failed. Mattie's organs eventually went into complete failure, and she fell into a coma.
Mattie was saved at another hospital, but had to have a liver transplant. She was so frail and sick, she even lost all her fingers on her left hand. Mattie is one of many innocent victims of Orlando Health's corporate greed. Baby Jazzy Peets was in the NICU at Orlando Health's Winnie Palmer Hospital at about the same time as Mattie.
Our heart is broken because we could not protect ourselves from Winnie Palmer Hospital, the place where she was supposed to be the safest.
Jazzy's parents say she was dropped, her neck broken, and placed back in her crib where she eventually died. They were never told by anyone what happened. Orlando Health denied it, until overwhelming evidence forced them to admit their negligence and responsibility. So, you would think that ethics and the Hippocratic Oath, first, do no harm, would be enough for them to step back and reprioritize safety over volumes and profit. It wasn't. Orlando Health has unlimited get-out-of-jail-free cards using Florida Statute 766.209, a little-known loophole that caps non-economic damages at $250,000 if they admit fault. They call it nonprofit, but when patients die, the profits keep coming.
I'm in the restaurant business. If we overserve a guest alcohol who gets drunk and crashes on the way home or causes harm to someone else, we're liable. But here, they just have to say sorry, write a small check, and move on. I can't think of any other industry where you can cause people harm or people are dying and no one's held liable. So of course they're going to put profits first and patients last. They don't have anything to lose.
Instead of focusing on patient safety and being shielded from having to pay for their mistakes, Orlando Health opened a new $200 million Women and Babies Pavilion in 2025. Why? To push more patients, make more money, and earn more executive bonuses. As of this documentary's release, Orlando Health has not changed its policies, and people keep dying.
You want to believe that people choose the medical profession to save lives and help people. So what possible reason would there be to prioritize volume over patient outcomes?
I can think of over 6.5 million reasons why.